insert the IP grade. Now, if you look at this long section, now, okay, back to this. Okay, horizontal, there was no curves, there's the length, which is the first one you see at the top. Okay, then you've got your vertical curves, and then vertical grades. Now that is totally only to do with your vertical geometry. So what it's saying is, the first thing it's saying, what is it saying? So vertical curve, you can see is length 16.16, right? And then it's got up the top there, you see a VIP, that's vertical intersection point. That's the intersection point of the curve. And so L16.6 is the distance to the centre of it, right? The VIP, RL1706, that's actually the point itself. The L is the radius. The K value, well, that's probably too much. The K value is a, did you guys go to K values in radius?
No.
Really? Yeah, it's K values in radius. Okay, K values are really your, it's like a sight distance plus comfort plus grade plus safety, the whole shooting match. And if you're looking actually at the New Zealand, your NZS 4404, supplement standard, it sets out what the K values should be for the roads. And K values mean if you have like a massive number like 50, your drainage is going to be crap because your curve is so big and so flat that your drainage won't work. Inversely, if your K value is like 1, that means you've got a really horrible curve, you've got no sight distance, and it's dangerous. And it's a really sharp curve. K values are in relation to your vertical geometry. And they're used all the time in highways, engineering, geometry, any sort of road geometry where you've got vertical curves. The K values are normally set in your actual environment of the speed. Like you get 100 Ks, your K values are going to be bigger. You get 50 Ks, your K value is going to be smaller because your sight distance and all these things change because you're not driving as fast. So K values are actually really important. I'm surprised we talked about it. But don't worry about K. They're just there to give you an idea of what this road's doing. So don't get too caught up about those. But they have to be. Okay, so what you are interested in is the vertical curves and then the vertical grades. Because the grades, see how you've got 1.9, 36.16. And see how that's also to the centre of the VIP. Grade, and then grade out. Grade in, grade out, and the curve is based around that point. That's why it's called a vertical intersection point. So, to build this thing, you just look on here and you say, well, okay, my vertical grade is what? 1.9. And what's the length? 36.16, right? So in here, you can use this command, which is insert the IP grade. Now, which is again, it's where is it? Halfway down? No, 3 from 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 from the bottom. So hold down, let go. And then it's got, okay, start the IP, which is your start, which is what? 1. Because it's the start. Your grade is what? Because what's the long section telling you the grade is? The vertical grade is 1.9%. Okay. And then below it says length. What's the length? So that's what Toby's asking as well. Okay, same distance, but you can go change. And then again, it's saying what? 36.16. So 36.16. And go insert. Now, it's inserted a point, 1.9, at that grade, at that change. To insert the next one, it's easy. The start point, it's not 1 anymore, it's 2. So if I look back in my long section, what's the next grade? 3.5. Is that 3.5? What's the length? What is it? I'm going blind. 46.03, so easy. So you enter 3.5, 46.03. So the value there is 3.5%. Great. This is my memory is actually correct. 46.03. And insert.
Why?
Oh, I don't know what. Oh. Oh, no, just the 60. No, it's wrong. Oh my God, it's wrong. No, that's wrong.
You have to add them together.
Yeah, it's wrong, mate. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Actually, yeah. You can go 46. So, if I was going to do that, I'll just undo that. Right. Set like, yeah, I can go here. You can use, so it's 2, grade 2.5. You can actually put the value beforehand in 12D, so you go 36.16 plus 36.16. So you can do divide, minus, plus, whatever in those value boxes and do the calculations for you as well. So you just keep on entering. So you go to the next one, you go to the next one, you go to the next one. So you can work your way through the whole thing until you get to the end. Now, what you can do, you can keep on doing with that, but as you go, you can also change the curves. Now you've got that first point, you've got a vertical curve. Now in vertical curves, we've got the length. The lengths here are between the curves, they're the straights. And you can see there by the, so you've got a length, so look at the vertical curve for the first one. And you've got 16.16. That's the first straight. And then you've got your curve of length 40. And then you've got your next straight here, which is length 603, and your next curve, length 40. Now, where it says, yeah, and you'll know whenever it's a curve because you've always got a K value in relation to it. You have to have a K value of that curve to sort of one and the same. That's why K values are important. So, say for instance, I'm just doing those first two. Right, I've got my first point here. If I wanted to change, so you work your way through the grades and the length. But as you go, you can do the curves as well. So number 2, if I go back to here, the length of the curve is 40 metres. Now by default, 12D, this is set to length, because when you set the properties. So if I just go to the second one, and go 1, 2, 3, 4 up, and go change curve, let go. Left click on 2, set. And if I enter 40, there's my curve. Now what it's doing is it's giving, if I actually look at what it's done, is VIP properties. See the radius? It's given a 2,500 metre radius. It's already calculated the radius for you because it's set to length. So don't worry that, as long as you get that the length right, you can actually change that variable and set it to, in here, you can set it to all of these as well. Don't worry about that. So you set it to alignment speed, and then it's K value, you can use that to set the roads. If you were going to do a highway design, you could actually use speed or alignment speed. And then as you drew this, it would actually give you the curve lengths to a certain speed. So, that's it. So go through and then put the curves in here. First, it's normally better to put your vertical grades in because it's giving you that VIP, and the next VIP, then the next one, then the next one. And then you just go in and change your curves, or you can do it either way. And that's how you're entering the geometry. I mean, you can actually go in there and just say move or insert, then you've got to figure out, well, what is it? So that's probably the best way is to insert it by a grade and a change. So, if you guys work on that,